Our guest today proves that Filipino craftsmanship can be rooted in our identity while being thoroughly modern.
From working in manufacturing to designing with rags to riches, let's welcome to the show renowned bag designer, Christian Cera!
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You have a real fan here.
Yes.
With your items, really. And I'm so glad that she's introducing this to all of us.
Yeah, I saw him at the Artefino
Artefino,
fair
yes.
and I fell in love with his bags because some of my titas actually have his bags and they're so unique and different. That's why I liked it. And they're very distinctively Filipino. So let's talk about that, Christian. How did you start making leather bags?
Oh, I've been designing since dinosaurs roamed the earth. But it feels like it's been that long. But yeah, I started in 1989. I was still a student. It was my last year in college at the De La Salle University. I was just doing my thesis for a whole year. And then the department chairman announced that his sister was looking for student bag designers. And a few of us submitted drawings. So some of the designs that got chosen were mine. And then they got me as a part-time designer. And then when I graduated, they got me as a full-time designer. That's how it started.
Nice.
And of course, you also have your line already that has been for how many years?
About 13, 14 years now.
already.
Yes.
And the who's who of Metro Manila, not just Metro Manila, in the Philippines
He said,
have
if
been
you
carrying
know,
it.
you know.
Exactly.
It's a quiet luxury.
I like that.
I think that's the best way to explain it. Okay, let's talk about your design philosophy because something about your creation actually differentiates you from all the other leather bags that are out there. What is it?
I think my pieces are a happy marriage of form and function. I really want my bags to be practical, that people can easily incorporate into their wardrobe, but I don't want them to be standard looking or boring. So I try to inject elements of creativity and, you know, even a sense of surprise to my bags. So if you notice, a lot of my bags have details that kind of like set them apart from other bags. They are classic, but they also have kind of like a twist in terms of the details and the design elements, or even the materials that I use.
Yeah, so for the materials, you use leather a lot.
Yes.
How come leather? Especially we live in a humid country and leather is kind of finicky to work with.
I want the bags to last longer, so obviously leather is a durable material and they can use it for a long time. They can use it over and over again without, you know, worrying that it would break or, you know, something might happen to it that's not, you know, desirable. And of course, leather, you know, as it ages, it develops a patina that I think a lot of people really like.
Yeah, there's a distinct character to it.
Yes.
How do you actually properly care for leather?
Okay, for each of the bag that I sell, I put what they call a silica gel. It absorbs the moisture around where you keep the leather so that it maintains its quality. You know, it prevents the leather from molding. Aside from that, you should really store your leather in like kind of like an open air. Like, don't put it inside a closed closet where there's no air, because it really develops the molding when it's, you know, it's not, it's kept that way.
So you have to let it breathe.
You have to let it breathe.
You know, this is so interesting because during the pandemic, that's what happened with a lot of people. Bags were not brought out and used, and people just kept them inside for a year or
and
over a
even
year.
your shoes, right? They
Exactly.
started breaking
Everything
like after
broke.
And lo and
same.
behold, you open it, boom. Okay,
Yeah.
right now it's rainy season. Can leather actually get wet? And if it does, how should we care for it?
Yeah, so when it gets wet, you, like when you get home, just really just wipe off the dry the leather.
Okay.
And then, like I said, there are some materials that you can buy, you know, from an online store, an online shop, that really helps the leather to breathe. Like I said, you know, the silica gel, or some sort of like a dehumidifier. There are a lot in the market that doesn't really cost a lot. So you can get that, put that in your closet along with where you keep your leather.
Do we have to use a leather shiner?
Yes, there's such a thing as like a leather balm or a leather shampoo even that you can apply on your leather. But you know what I can tell the viewers is that you have to test it first on a small, discrete part of the bag. because not all leathers react the same way to, to treatment like leather balm or leather shampoo.
So test area first here.
Yeah, maybe at the bottom where, you can't really see
Yeah,
it.
just in case.
I was just gonna say, ang kulit ko, Christian already said no moisture, and I still wanted to push for if it gets wet, only because, bags are investment
Well, yes.
nowadays.
They are, yeah.
Diba? Throughout the years, women, especially women, not just women, even men, buy, let's say, a leather piece like this one, and they use it throughout the years. It could even go for a lifetime.
Yeah.
And it looks
Correct.
better as it ages.
Correct.
Too.
You could
It
lose
does.
weight, gain weight, but still your bag could be just next to you. Okay,
Yes.
I pulled out a piece here because you were talking about detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one is so bagay on you.
I love
Mo.
that. I was eyeing that too, and it's one of my favorite colors.
You actually incorporated weaving as
Yes,
well, Filipino
yes.
weaving.
That's called binakol from Ilocos.
Okay, so this one, it's so cute, it's so dainty, but it's so functional because it actually can fit a lot.
Yes.
You feel the space.
Yep.
So when when you go with your design, who is your peg? Diba? Kasi there's working women,
Yeah.
there's fashionistas. So who do you design for?
I like to design for women who have many aspects to themselves. So if you notice my bags, a lot of my bags are also multifunctional. So they don't act just as a work bag, but some of them you can use like throughout the week, from work to weekend. That's what I like to do with some of the designs.
Which
Yay.
I'm looking at one right now.
Yeah.
He showed me this. Can we show
Yes.
our viewers how basically you can take this bag from
Yes.
work to weekend?
Okay, so this is a hobo bag. So
And hobo
it's-
bags are a thing now
Yes,
this year,
it is.
huh?
It's very big now. So this is a two-way bag. It's called. Okay, let's. Later.
We like multifaceted
Yeah.
things here. Okay.
So this is the first configuration, but the thing about it is that it has snaps inside, and you can just unsnap it, and then it also has the zippers here. You can just unzip it all throughout. The whole thing comes off, and it becomes like this. So now, when this is off, the bag becomes smaller, and it becomes this.
Cute.
This bag, which also comes with its own strap.
Did I just see 3 bags happening in front
Well,
of me?
to this you can't
Well,
really
this-
use, and
Can I
unless you
see?
can-
No. I'm so.
Chal, if anybody will use it, Chal will use it.
I'm just saying, I'm so interested with it because when the pieces come off, they could actually be, hey, there are bags which are really minuscule and really
Yeah.
super small.
Yeah, the
this
micro
is-
bags now.
This made it super interesting.
It's actually cute.
Yeah, you
as
could have your
is.
lipstick here and your credit card right here.
Yeah.
See, Christian?
Come to think of it,
the
but thank you for the
multifaceted
idea, yes.
No, really, it just adds. It
It's
just adds to
cute.
the flair.
Yeah.
Especially
so
for the Gen
I'm keeping
Zs.
this.
They
Yes,
love
yes. So
cute
this
small
bag, I'm
bags.
calling it the Dumbo because it's a hobo and a dumpling in one. So I
And
just
this
thought-
one is our
Adorable.
bikini bag. We're gonna
You
go with
can.
bikini bag.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay,
Thank you.
so women like us,
Yes.
we play sports, we go around, then we work, and then we do whatever.
And we eat.
And we eat. Okay, so Christian, having done this for many years, you also have designs like this
So
one.
this
Yes.
one actually just won in Artefino, his bird bag.
Yeah, the bird bag. So
Which-
aside from the very practical bags, I
It's so
also
adorable.
do the more special, unique pieces that when you carry them, it's kind of like a statement pieces for you, but still functional, of course. Like this bag, I wanted really to make it smaller so that it's cuter, but it won't fit anything. So I needed to at least do the size to fit and your essentials, your phone, your small wallet, lipstick, whatnot.
What bird is this? And every time you
Oh,
design something,
yeah.
do you keep the Filipino culture in mind?
Yes, I try to get inspiration from what I call the Filipino iconographies. So this bird, I initially called it the kalapati, but then the first people that
So
saw
cute.
it said, ay manok. So I just said, okay, let's just call it ibon. So it's the ibon
Ibon.
bag now, yeah.
I
And
want.
actually fit a lot, huh?
I love it because. Can I ask, do you actually customize the design? Because I want a sari manok. I want it all colors.
Oh, you know
Like
what?
all the
Shopping message.
feathers.
I just got a message this morning who said, can you make it manok? So I think I'll just put that thing here on the head
On
and
top.
it becomes a
So you do
manok.
customize, like people can come up
can
to you.
based on my own designs. I can tweak the color, maybe the sizing even. So yeah.
And in a world of fast fashion, everybody's always buying the cheapest bags because
Yeah.
trends come and go.
Yeah.
You describe your style as slow fashion. What does
Yes.
that mean to you?
Yeah, well, we do small batches of production. I only do a few pieces per design. I don't even maintain an inventory, and I only make a lot of bags when I join a fair. So for Artifino, for example, but still the volumes are not like crazy volumes. And normally what I do is I put a new design on my social media. When somebody likes it and orders it, that's the only time that I do it.
Oh, really? And you
Yeah.
work with local artisans as well for your bags.
Yes, I have a few artisans who are based in Quezon City. And yeah, I'm very happy with the quality of work that they do. And yeah, so that they are the ones that make the bags. Some of the bags, because some of the bags I make myself.
Nice.
Handmade.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not letting go of this Ibon right next to me, if you can see. When we were showing this to our viewers earlier on, you said that it was supposed to be smaller, but then you thought that it would lack space.
Yes.
So when you designed this, is it fashion first or function first?
Like I said, I try to marry both. The function really has a lot to do with the sizing of the bag and kind of like how it closes. Because as you know, Filipinos, they really love to have zippers on their bags, but some of the form of my bags don't require a zipper. So I just try to make do with how secure your things will be inside, and that's how I just design around, that requirement.
And I love that your name is your namesake. What inspired the identity of Christian Cera, you as the bag maker?
Well, like I said, I've been designing for so many years, and I just wanted to put out a brand that really reflects my aesthetic and that the way that I design, my pieces, and the way that I want the women as well as the men, because I do have unisex bags, to appreciate what I do. Because I believe that there are a lot of people there who have the same sense of design as I do. I just look for that kind of that match between my brand and the audience.
So basically, you are sharing a part of you with
Yes.
all of us when you design.
I think that's a very good way of putting it, yeah.
Okay, in a designer's life, interesting and wonderful clients will come and they will definitely love what you do. Do you have any favorite clients who bought from you or you got excited with because you saw them carrying your bags? I mean, you are, after all, in those big fairs that showcases, of course, your workmanship.
I like, of course, clients who repeatedly buy bags from me. I have some clients who go to Artifino every year, and then they, get a piece from me every year. I think the best compliment is when they say that I only come here for you.
Best.
Yes, the best compliment. I only came here for you to look for your new designs and get, a new piece from you. I think that's the best compliment.
You mentioned earlier your bags are mostly made in small batches.
Yeah.
How long does it take to typically create one of your bags, and what does it mean to you to hand stitch every single one of those bags?
Well, a typical bag would, if I were making them, from the whole day, practically it would take about a day or a day and a half for me to be able to make one bag. That's kind of like how long.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's no
Whole
joke.
day.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing all the stitches here.
Yeah.
That could be you actually doing every single thing.
Yeah.
And you do post videos,
Yes,
right? Where you
I do it
can
from
you show the
cutting to the end of the process, really.
Because we see the stitching here, like you
Yes.
literally hand stitched each and every single one of these.
I have fingers to prove that I make them.
Well, speaking about stitching and creating, let us in on how the creation actually starts. Of course, the design comes first. What happens next?
So I'm very hands-on. Of course, I do the design, and then once I think that the design is good to go, then I make the patterns myself.
Also you, okay.
I also make the patterns myself. I really do it from start to finish. So patterns, and then I do the cutting myself, and the whole process, the punching of the holes, the stitching, and all that. So then after the sample is done and I'm happy with it, then it goes into my social media.
And then into our closet.
And then into your wonderful closets.
Which one is your bestseller here? And so you have a bestseller one, and then which one is your all-time favorite?
So what she's holding is, I only made a few pieces, but on day one of Artifino, they were gone.
This one was wiped out.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm keeping this too. No, but seriously, I could see why. So you've
So
got
cute.
wood also here.
Yes, yes.
And then leather work
Yep.
comes with the handle. And my favorite part always is the spaciousness.
Yes.
of
That
inside
also
there.
comes with a chain strap. I just don't know if I included it there, but yeah, it does.
Okay, it has
have
a chain strap.
You also brought a quick demo, right, on how
Yes.
you sew. Could you show us how we actually hand stitch
Okay, yeah, well,
some of your leather?
Let me see. Okay. So I use this tool called pricking irons. So this is what I use to punch the holes on the leather with a mallet. Right. So
okay.
that you maintain the distance of the regularity of the stitches. So this is very important. Yeah, but I work with a lot of leather. Let's see. So yeah, so I cut some pieces and I just punch holes on them. And then what I use for my thread is this. It's called the wax cord because I like that it's big and it's thick. So yeah, okay, let me just do a quick demonstration.
So we have a little
Yeah, so we'll show our camera
Yes.
over here.
over here.
Let's move
So
this
we
back.
have an actual piece of leather, and this is how it would go.
Yes, so this
real
is
hand stitched.
Yeah, so this is
leather.
already punched. And then it's just really how you would hand sew your clothing or whatever.
And the sewing is more for aesthetic, or it's really what's used to put things together.
Yeah, I like using this thread because of its appearance, basically. So the signature of my brand is the running stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't do the continuous stitch.
It looks rustic.
Yes, so all my bags have this running stitch using this really thick wax thread.
And
So
real-
this is really how it looks like.
It's so
Yeah.
pretty. And real quick,
Yeah.
what leather are you using? Calf leather?
Yes, I use a variety, a number of types of leather. So it's mostly cow leather, but I also do use what's called a vegetable tanned leather. It's real leather, but the dyeing process uses vegetable dyes.
Oh, cool. Well,
this is
basically
how it
from
looks like.
this, it became
Like
this. That's
so
gonna
you see,
be the
so you
ending.
actually see the stitching
Yes.
right here. This is all by Christian.
Yes.
Right here.
And my
See that
artisans.
with your signature look. Christian, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
showing
very
us the
much.
art and love that you
Thank you.
give to your craft. It's so
Thank you.
wonderful. Now I could see why Mo actually has one herself.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you so much. I know a lot of ladies who are watching today are super excited to get to see what you have. Why don't you invite them to check out your online store and to
Yeah.
visit you?
Okay, well, everyone out there, I would like to invite you to check out, first of all, my Instagram. It's christian.cera. And I have also a website. It's christiancera.ph. And watch out for future events. I think I'm joining again, Presente, end of November.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Christian.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure seeing all your beautiful work.
Thank you very much.